So there's two benefits to playing the long patterns instead of just caged. One is that we can play away from the fret nut. Okay, so let's say we want to start with an A-shaped C. I'm going to put the fret nut here. So now I can't play down here, so I have to play the long pattern. I'm going to start with an A-shaped C here. It'd be 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root. Okay? Now notice we're not doing much with that. So that's one benefit of the long patterns. The other benefit of the long patterns is you have modal scales. So you have root 2, 3 would be the Aeolian. The Dorian would be 2, 3, 4. Well, we have the Dorian in caged. We have the Dorian, the Phrygian. We got C. We got A. We've got the Mixolydian. Okay, and all that. I'll tell you what we don't have in caged is the Lydian and the Locrian. So let's look at what they are. So normal cage we can do, well, we can't do root. We have to do the seventh in normal cage. So we really don't have, strictly we don't have the Ionian in normal cage because this is a long pattern. In normal cage, when we play 7 root 2, we're always starting on the root. We're note targeting there from the get-go. From the get-go. The reason why it's easy to start from the root is because we have the fret nut right here. So the root is the open string, and we have some of the, some leftover there. We have a leftover 7 there. So notice I don't even draw that because I don't want to keep going to negative infinity there. But this would be the E string shape 7 root 2. So in the normal cage we got C, A, G, so E, D. So you got 3, 4, 5. So we got the Phrygian. We have the Mixolydian 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then we have the G. We have the Aeolian 6, 7 root. Now, this is if we can play it. Alright? Only the C can be played in the open string. The G, 6, 7 root, remember, if we've got Mr. Capo here, or let's just say we're going to play a G shape down here, which is my guitar is a crazy E flat. We can't get that D down here, okay? We can't get the D down here, something like that. So we can't get the 7th in the G shape. The 7th of E flat is the D. All right, so we've got something like we can't get that D. I don't know why it looks like it's 2 notes away. Oh, because the open string isn't the E here. The open string is the E flat. See, when it's tuned down that low. So what do? We just say, oh, well, we're going to play that string shape up here. Let's play a G-shaped G up here. Let's play a G-shaped G up here. So it's 6, 7 root, warp up. Sorry, there you go. That was a G-shaped G, but it was actually an Aeolian. So we have that in the G shape, the G string shape. All right, and then E, we've got, let's look at E. Let's look at E, but the true E box is E7 root 2 in the short string shapes. Why is that? So here's your E box, 7 root 2. Okay, so we've got E, A, and C shape there. Whoa. So let's look at an E-shaped G. And we got an A-shaped C. got a C-shaped D. So let's look at that scale. It's actually a Locrian scale, but we're note targeting the root. So here's the Locrian. And here's note targeting that Locrian box. So really in the short cage system, the E box is a Locrian box. Okay, so I was wrong. The long patterns give us the Ionian box. They give us the Ionian cage. Okay? And they also give us the Lydian cage. Well, let's look at the key of C. Here's Dorian. There's Phrygian. Now let's go to Lydian. 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4. Notice it's not, it's, okay, it's not the regular key of F, which would be which everybody loves to play anyway. You know, people don't care. They just play seventh chords or something that sounds good. But somewhere somebody sings a melody that's in the key, right? Something like that. Unless you want to sing old songs like Take Me Out to the Ball Game or Irish Eyes Are Smiling. You know, it has a lot of, you know, fifth of the fifth and, you know, that kind of thing. Fifth of the fifth. Goes to the fifth of the fifth. You know, that kind of thing. So A is the fifth of the fifth of the fifth, right? D is the fifth of the fifth. A is the fifth of the fifth of the fifth. And we're not doing that, but that can be done. You know, I haven't gotten that far in music where I could somehow make all that make any sense, except it just sounds good. So anyway, let's keep looking at the cage system here. So the long patterns give us that modal 4, 5, 6 box. Okay, so this would be you know, it's really kind of difficult to play the in the Lydian box. But one thing about the Lydian box, that's the Lydian box right there. 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. Same string shapes. There's your long, same thing, but starting on 4, 5, 6 string shape on the bottom. So we call that C, 4, 5, 6. That's the long C. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. So I guess worthy of mention is the long C box here. Now ignore the green. Not the green box I'm drawing, but ignore the C string shape there, which is your Phrygian long. And we're looking at our, right here, we're looking at our Lydian long here. So we start with 1, we go to 7 half diminished, and then on up to root. That's the 1, 4, 5 right there. You know, we've got a C-shaped Lydian fourth there, 5 root 3, okay, and then 5 root 3, but wait a minute, no, that's not right. We've got C-shaped fourth there, okay, so that fourth is going to be where? Right here, root 4, 6, it's an E-shaped, it's in the C box, okay, it's in the C string shape, but it's an E-shaped fourth right there, root 4, 6. That's our fourth. Then we have A in the A box there, over in the A box, we have A minus 5, 7 right there, which is your... Okay, so let's wrap it up. We've been looking at some charts here. We have the long modal caged system here and the short here. Okay, and then we have our string shapes, and you do want to learn these. Okay, so we got the A567 string shape is the long, 5A extra long, 567. Okay, now this is a little cutout chart. It says where the cutout would be, so we're not really worried about that right now. The D string shape would be 2, 3, 4. Now, if you put that 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, you got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3. Okay? That's your D string shape short. Whether we're playing long or short patterns, we have what's called an S4E, E, C, G, D. E, C, G, D. An S4E, no matter what, we've got those 4 strings in the circle of fifths, string shape fifths. They're going to be short string shapes. Okay, so there's a lot of wonderful things to learn. There really are. We've got a lot of charts to choose from, you know, and I can, you know, just advance from here. We look here, can look at the string shapes individually. We've got the C3, 4, 5, but this is the long pattern. It contains the short C pattern. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. But we can also play it as a long 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, warp up root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just an exercise. Playing C is a long pattern like that. Just an exercise. Don't have to, because C doesn't go below the fret nut like the other patterns do. For instance, the A pattern. See how it goes below the fret nut there? So we start with A. Got an A-shaped A, 5, root 3 right there. So the low open string becomes the 5th. E would be the 5th of A. G is the 5th of C. And we have for the long pattern 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then back into short. 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, root. We just didn't get all 4 strings of that S4E. The reason why I've shown the sunken notes is because these can't be played unless you're at least in the key of F. So if we have Mr. Capo here, I think Mr. Capo just came home from work, so we got to wrap it up. So if we're in the key of F, and then we go to an A shape there, so that's an A shape B flat, right? So then we can play our 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root, and then warp up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B flat right there. So hey, it's been a good lesson. Again, if you like these videos and you're learning from them, go ahead and click the subscribe and click the like and follow the instructions for the URL put together. You know, Facebook groups, my number, and apply for membership there. You can watch the whole videos there, and you can see the charts in fairly good resolution in a static form. So you don't have to watch me go, you know, through these charts on the video. Although the video is extremely valuable because we can zoom way in on stuff like this, you know, your tripentatonic modal pentatonics there. Now that's another discussion. So we'll get into all that again. We'll just keep going over it and over. If I find anything new, I will definitely make a new chart, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.